questions, I'm the answer.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tale of the tape. First up, we have Saul Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And facing him in this bout, Amir King Khan, 155 pounds, 5 foot 8 inches tall, with a reach of 71 inches.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico. And it's the king, Amir King Khan, one of the finest fighters Britain's ever produced. Olympic silver medalist in 2004, multi-time world champion, fighting out of Bolton, UK.
Look at this, these fights are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Bolton, England, here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world, introducing Amir King Khan.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. Here we go for round one. What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? Jab does not score. Amir Khan showed a lot of bravery in accepting this fight against Canelo Alvarez, especially considering how violent he got knocked out in their first encounter.
So let's get the history on these two right now. Canelo Alvarez, everybody knows who this man is, how much of a badass he is. Amir Khan, a homeboy, he was like our Olympic hero. Amir Khan, fastest hands in the West, gets in there with Canelo Alvarez. Now remember, 2016, Canelo stopped Amir Khan with a KO, a crushing KO in round 6. How will a fighter get over that when you know somebody can knock you out in such a fashion? This shows how big a heart Amir Khan has.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That right hand hurts. They're both trying for a knockout. Nope, that jab not going to score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Alvarez in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
You've done all your work all the way through Cap. Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man. You're much better. He's not in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your block. Nice work. Good round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. There's 1-2 straight down the middle. You can't miss it. Now, good work. Stay focused. Don't let him back in the fight. Great round.
Just boxing. Just be smart. Just get your shots off.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. You were fit.
It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it. You need...
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. It's the same again. Don't
Get back out there and win the round.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
Just get your breath back. Good work.
You had everything in the bag, and now you've let him back into it. Now it's a tougher fight.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
It's so hot, it's so heat. There's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Nice counter shot. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Can't score with that jab. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards, going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
let him back into the fight that round. That's his round.
Get your calmness and great. Stay focused. Don't let
On to the third. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Missing with that jab. A lot of effort being exerted here. The straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with that hook. This is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Just misses with that uppercut. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Relax, relax. Bertie, what are you doing? Come on, switch on, switch on.
Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
All right, now you're switching off. You're switching off and you're starting to make mistakes. Now you go back out there and switch back on. Get focused, get your mind back on the job. Get back on.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That counter shot lands. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Just missing with the uppercut. Beautiful counter shot. This fight has a real good flow to it. Good looking right hook, but that was blocked. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Good work. That's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Back and forth they go. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of defense here at all. That counter punch caught him clean. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Alvarez in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Go out there, just take a round off and win the round on your jab. And breathe.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You're thinking. Now don't...
Okay, you let him back into it.
On to the 6th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
They exchange punches. So much for boxing. This is a fight. The jab doesn't quite connect. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The courage on display here is incredible. Punch, counter punch. Down he goes! What an upset this could be as Khan is down. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
I need to see that again.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Deep breaths, big deep breaths. Calm yourself down.
And there's the bell for round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
It's all offense all the time. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. It's bombs away. His stamina is off the charts. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Mind back on the mark.
Just the same again. Don't change too much yet. Keep the...
What are you doing? You've switched off completely.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get the jab back.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Catch and shoot. Missing with the hook. Just avoids the left uppercut. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, if you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. But what a result.